Welcome back to the Eyeball Kitchen. I'm gonna keep coming back every time. Every time I'm gonna come back stronger and stronger. Hey, but today I got a simple meal for y'all. It's gonna be just some regular air fried chicken and some chicken Alfredo. It's about to be bizarre. Check it out. So here we go. I got my chicken tenders right here. You see that white little part I'm showing you? That's a part that really doesn't get, tender when you cook the chicken. So I really don't have a best method of cutting it out, but hey, I'm not a chef, so sometimes I need help. But you see, I'm having a little trouble, but I found the best way is just grab the tip of it and just cut along the side of it. Try not to cut into your meat too much, like so. So I'm gonna keep going with this. I got my little method going, so pop, I'm cutting them out. So now for my seasoning for my chicken tenders. Normally I'll cook a whole breast, but I went with the chicken tenders this time just to try something different. So I went with the pepper, onion powder. I got some garlic powder right there. I got some Italian seasoning. I want these tenders to have a good taste, and plus, the olive oil and the butter that I'm gonna cook it in, I'm gonna leave it in the pot just to add a little bit more flavor to the Alfredo. And as you see, I was mixing and forgot something. I forgot my olive oil. So drop a little bit of olive oil, maybe a teaspoon, and mix it up pretty good, get all the flavors on the tenders. And also, when I put it in there, I also added like half of an onion and some of that Mexican seasoning that I had sitting there on the side. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's seasoned. And now I like to flatten them out some. I just used a little cutting board. Just bam them a little bit. You ain't gotta have no special hammer. You see the results, same as a little hammer that you hit with. But you can use whatever you got. But like me, I'm improvising. So you see how flat that is? The reason why I do that is because I'll have more surface area, to get some coloring, basically. So that's why I flatten them out some more. And it helps it cook a little bit more even also. So that's another thing. But that's the Mexican seasoning I was telling you I added to that. So with the chicken, the drumettes, I'm putting the Mexican seasoning, the pepper. You see I grabbed, that's another ingredient I like to add to chicken. It adds a lot of flavor. Just don't go crazy with the poultry seasoning because it's a strong flavor. So, I put 2 salts. That's why I went light with the Mexican seasoning and light with the Lawry's. So we're gonna mix that up, and let it sit in the fridge for about 30 or 45 minutes while I'm doing everything else. And as you see, the Mexican seasoning on top of this that I added, I didn't show you in the other video when I was seasoning those. But yeah, I threw a half of an onion in there, and we're getting some coloring on the meat. And yeah, it'll be done shortly. Looking pretty good. So as you see right here, I flipped them. They got a nice coloring on them. And man, I'm telling you, look at all them juices in the bottom. They ain't nothing but flavor, I'm telling you. Man, like the title says, it's gonna be the most flavorful, Alfredo that you're gonna taste, as long as you do it like this. So right here, I added some butter. I put a whole stick in there, but I end up not using that whole stick of butter because I was like, man, that's a bit much. But yeah, I'm letting it melt down some, and like I said, you see that brownness in there? That's just flavor. So right here, I added like a half a cup of milk and like half of a cup of heavy whipping cream. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that wasn't enough for the amount of cheese I had. So I ended up adding like a whole nother cup of the whole milk, not the heavy whipping cream, because I like my cheese a little bit more creamy instead of thick. So you use that whipping cream, that baby gonna be thick. I'm talking about thick. But that's a bag of mozzarella and Parmesan, and then another bag of just Parmesan cheese. And you see I added some cream cheese in there also. So What I put on top of this cheese right here is I added some Creole seasoning and some parsley also in the cheese sauce. So I'm mixing it up. That's what it looks like when it gets done. I chop my chicken up. I got my fettuccine done, and I have my broccoli done. So we're gonna go in with everything and get it mixed up. Don't cook your broccoli too long, because when you let it simmer in, your Alfredo, it'll be too done, it'll be mushy. But good God, just, hey, let's have a moment of silence right here. You can't tell me your mouth ain't watering. Good God, look at that. Man. So now I'm checking on the chicken, the air fried chicken. If y'all wondering how long I cook it for 18 minutes, 9 minutes on one side, flip them and let it finish up the rest of the 9 minutes. So I plated it up. This is what it looked like, garnished. Your boy doing it big. Hey, I'm acting bad. Hey, thanks for stopping by the Eyeball Kitchen. I'm about to finish eating. We'll catch y'all on the next episode.